board up.
2, 1. Injection, fellas.
That's good.
Roll out loud with Speedy and Friends.
It is now time for the Rollout Show. Content may be a little vulgar, subject matter may be a little rough, but guaranteed to be funny.
Always.
So sit back, get ready to ride with the Rollout Show. It is time to laugh.
Anybody move out, blow your fucking head off.
Man, if you don't stop hitting that fucking horn.
Which one? This one?
Any of them.
It is Roll Out Live with Speedy and Friends, and I be
Speedy.
up in this.
Up in this bitch.
You got snacks. You got snacks all by your desk.
No, he
Snacks is here?
And look at he's all looking at.
Just happens to be on
Just
my
happened
screen.
to be on his screen.
What you looking at my screen for?
Hey, I was trying. Hey, I was
Gotta
hey,
get your
it was
privacy
right
screen.
there.
Yeah, I do.
It was right there.
Yeah, if you right here, you can't see shit
right
on mine.
Why
here.
you
I was
looking at
like,
the titties
hey.
I'm looking at?
I was like,
Yeah. She
it
is a
was right
Lotte
there.
mama.
I was
Unless
like-
I share this post with you, you're not supposed to look at it. This is private information.
Privacy.
It is Roll Out Live with Speedy and Friends, and I be
Speedy.
up in
That
this.
shit,
Bitch.
you bitch. Oh, my bad. I'm not rolling with that shit, Speedy. I'm not saying this.
And else we got.
Anthony Wanzer.
And else we got.
What up? It's your girl A.Dot, a.k.a. Lotte Mama.
Yeah, Lotte mama with a
Yup.
fucking lowrider, eh?
Yep.
Right?
And
That was pretty good. You sound
Yeah.
Mexican.
I've been to jail.
How do
If
you
I wasn't
sound?
looking at you,
Yeah.
I thought it was somebody else.
How do you sound Mexican, Mark?
Rider.
I was gonna let it go, Nick, but hey, what is what it is. And
Don't
else we
act
got.
like there's not a difference.
And else we got.
Mark Howard represents. How can you guarantee us being funny with Wanza here?
That's a guarantee. The callers know it. Speedy knows it. A-Dot knows it. Everybody knows it. They know it's gonna be a funny show.
I don't know what.
Wanza don't even believe
You
that
guys
shit.
can laugh.
First, we gotta find out who the fuck was he mimicking. I don't know.
That was
you listen to
that
his
was my
voice, he
Mu-
didn't have
That was
no-
Whispers.
that was my
Who's
that was
that?
my Muhammad Ali.
Oh, I thought that was Whispers.
That was
right
who?
there.
That's what I was wondering.
Wait a minute, that was who?
Whispers.
No.
Whispers.
Wanzer, put
you
your
talking
head-
Oh, you
put your
missed it,
headphones
nigga. He had a whole.
Oh shit.
They right in front of you.
Yeah, he had a whole conversation, bro.
Who did?
Whispers.
He did?
This past
Oh,
week, yeah,
Wanzer, where was you at?
He opened up,
wow.
nigga, about a whole
Bro,
lot of shit.
Wanzer, I mean,
He kill anybody else?
Whispers talk the most we've ever heard him talk.
Yeah.
on the
Really?
Yeah.
show. And we heard some deep stuff, man. He was married 4 times.
Yeah.
4 times.
Oh,
Almost
yeah.
got killed.
One of the women thought she was a pirate.
Oh,
No,
whoa.
I'm not making this up, bro. And she called the house and threatened him as the pirate dude. And they both listened to it, and he didn't know who it was. She didn't know
Oh,
who
that's
it was.
funny.
Yeah, she had personalities. And one was a pirate. And one was a remember one was a baby.
One was a
when the
3-year-old.
bills was due.
It was a 3-year-old.
When the bills was due.
It was a baby.
That's when I turned into a 3-year-old.
I don't have it.
What's
At
a-
the marble table,
what's
the
a
one,
bill?
the honorable,
Shalom to the people.
my son walks.
Man, you know it's crazy. I'll be watching like Forensic Files and all that kind of stuff,
That's
right?
crazy. That's
You know, I watch it before I
It's
go.
kind of scary.
I
man.
watch it as I'm going to sleep too, Mark, which is really weird, right? I know it's really
that's kinda
disturbing.
scary.
It's really disturbing. But the crazy thing is, you know, they will figure out a symptom for anything.
yeah, they
Anything
have to.
you do.
There's always a symptom.
Yeah.
They do.
That's the craziest thing to me.
Can't you just
like,
can't do it because I'm stupid or I just did some shit.
you know,
you just
the-
have the reason.
The first time somebody
Speedy, you've
played,
done some shit because you're stupid. But go
you
ahead.
know, it's hair. But the first time somebody's played like mental insanity, right? It was called the Twinkie defense.
Twinkie.
That
It was called the Twinkie defense, right? Where this guy, his lawyer, decided to say that junk food made his client crazy, and he went into this establishment and killed. I think he killed 2 police officers.
Junk food.
Much
was an
food
ex-police
is
officer.
junk food is Wanzer eat, nigga.
Yeah, it's called the Twinkie
all
defense.
might
So
go bad.
After that, and then he won. He got out.
Uh-huh.
Wow.
He got out on the Twinkie defense, and after that, the floodgates was open. So now, if you do something to somebody, you could just say you have a condition.
That's one thing about the law and lawyers. If something go through, that's why they didn't want to let OJ when they take his pension, because they said no. If we take his pension,
Right,
everybody shit is up. We can't have that. And I remember Goldman's dad was like, no, fuck that, because he was getting $20K a month from NFL.
He can always live
Dang.
with
$20K.
Why he mad about him having
more?
money though? What's that got to do with anything?
No,
Oh,
he,
niggas
'cause he-
ain't
Yeah.
got no money.
I figured that out, Mark. They don't like that.
that. They don't like
They
that.
don't like
like
that.
You saw what they're doing to all the rappers.
Oh yeah.
They charge them with the RICO Act.
Why? Yeah, someone.
because they have too much money. They're young. They got a lot of money. They say whatever they want to
Yeah,
say.
this
They
is-
banging all the white girls.
This is true. And
All of them?
the saddest
All
thing
of
is
them.
that
Except the ones I ain't getting.
How many white girls are in the world?
the saddest thing is that the young black men don't really realize what's going on. The RICO Act, was, in case anybody doesn't know, was started for the mafia, right? Because they wouldn't snitch. So there was no way to charge the head bosses because nobody would tell. So basically, they said, okay, well, fine. If anybody's associated with it, everybody gets the same charge,
Anybody.
Right.
which is how you get people to tell. It was really just that simple. So then they started doing that to these rappers, these kids. So they're saying because they're making music about things and things are taking place in these neighborhoods that they're responsible for.
They're charging them. They're now able to use the lyrics from their music as evidence against them.
Which is crazy. That's like pulling up an episode of Batman.
Yes, it was.
Or like pulling up an episode of like Pirates of the Caribbean and using that in the court case with Johnny Depp. You know what I'm saying?
What's the rappers they got there now? They got Young Thug and
There's 1,000 of them. What are you talking about?
well, yeah, but there's another one that they just showed a clip of his case, and the prosecutor was reading some of his rap lyrics, and the prosecutor was like, "And Your Honor, he even has some choice words in here for you." And remember, it's a rap.
Right.
Fuck the judge, whatever the rap line was, but it's a fucking rap line.
They denied his bail.
They
over
denied
that.
his, yep, and they did.
And that's the craziest thing. The guy they talking about, Young Thug, he's never been in jail ever. Right? He's never been in jail, never been arrested, none of this stuff. And they're telling him that he's the most dangerous. No one's afraid of Young Thug in the world. Like
he
nobody,
wears pink dresses.
even in rap. Like nobody
would be
takes
afraid
this
of that.
dude as a, you know what I'm saying? So, and he's from a place. He's from Atlanta. So even if you show music videos and stuff where they have guns, that's the culture in Atlanta. If you show any group of people in Atlanta, they're gonna have guns. Like everyone has a gun in Atlanta. So that's what it sucks that these young black men are being persecuted.
They're getting by the groups,
Yeah, they took it. They took like 23 people,
and they're calling them a gang.
That's crazy.
and and it's a record
Any
label.
more than two black people together is a gang.
That's a fact.
I just have a pending question that's just been fucking with me. Mark, are you gonna finish your sucker?
Why'd
Why
you
you
get?
worry about what I'm saying?
I'd rather.
Why'd you get
I'd
the
rather
big
he
one?
not
Are you
finish.
jealous you ain't sucking on something?
Why'd you get the big one, Mark?
Maybe y'all can share it.
We got flat suckers in there too. You had to get the round ball.
No, he got the ball.
He got the round
You want to
ball.
twirl it?
I mean,
How you get
Get
a
a little
sucker and a coke? What is that about?
I mean,
Spin a
if
little.
your sexuality is challenged by that,
Yeah.
I can't help it.
You ain't got no double ball sucker pops out here.
You even got one that feel like you can jump in there.
You ain't got one with two sucker pops on one.
Y'all ain't got no jawbreakers.
OG Sleepy
Y'all don't got
Low.
nothing shaped like rocket ships.
OG Sleepy Low.
Y'all ain't got no big pops.
He wants to know, does anybody in the studio have a book of matches or a lighter? So I said, why? And he said, because he wants to see if somebody can light up those cinnamon incenses on Speedy's head.
That's that soft burgundy.
You know, it probably read better than you said it.
It's a long ass goddamn joke. I know that goddamn.
Because they not gonna laugh before the end.
Yeah, I know.
Because I laughed.
You can't reply to the joke.
Right.
Then I said,
Wow.
That joke was 10 minutes long.
I also hope she was reading exactly what he said because she said incenses. Light up those incenses.
Hey, next
Right
time.
now, we'll be back with more Speedy.
Hey, next time just say someone said cinnamon sticks.
yeah.
When we come back,
Cinnamon
it'll smell like
incenses.
incenses.
And unfortunately, us, nigga, we start with somebody go, hey guys, we go, all right, nigga.
Yeah. I got a great one.
Then I said,
And then booyah. And then she said, I said raspberry incenses. And she said incenses.
I mean, it took her 15 minutes to say the long name. OG Sleepy Low.
And then I said cinnamon.
And then at the same time, I said raspberry. And at the same time, we said incenses.
no, what y'all missed was, no, you missed, nigga, she read her line. She said, then I said,
That's real funny.
Then
OG Sleepy Low.
I was about to say incenses, but then I got thirsty, so I went to get something to drink. And when I came back, I said hello, and then he said hello, and I said, so what would you say? He said incenses.
Oh,
Nakia said, did his hair color get
You gonna keep
brighter?
trying?
there you go. Thank you,
there you
Nakia.
go. Right there you go. Hey, that
Hi,
right
Nakia.
And Nakia, I saw your post. Apparently, a homeless nigga showed you his dick.
Wait, whoa,
And you was
what?
appalled.
What? Nakia?
Who was Paul?
Uh-oh.
She was all, and he showed his dick at
Well, you did look at it, so I mean,
Okay, I'm jealous when you looking at somebody else's dick with mine.
Nakia,
the crosswalk.
Nakia will call in.
He saw the nigga at the crosswalk. What made you get on your phone? I need to tell the world. He crossed in front of me with his dick out.
I know Nakia got
you kept looking.
Yeah, she did.
Yeah, I mean, the kid was looking. He didn't show you his thing. He looked at it. That's
Yeah,
not the same
mind
thing.
your motherfucking
He trying to get to the bathroom.
Yeah. He at home. You know what I mean?
Nakia got soul food incense. Smell like greens and pig feet. Like her pig foot incense. It smell good in here.
Give me that chicken foot incense over there.
Give me that vinegar incense.
Andre has a first. He said some shit that I'm mad I didn't think of. Pig foot incense.
Pig foot incense. I never
Shit, olive oil.
Pass me that turkey and gravy candle over there, please.
Oh my god.
I hate scented food candles.
Give me that mac and cheese incense, please.
Yeah,
I don't like scented.
Yeah, I went to this bathroom and they had the cinnamon air spray, and I'm thinking like, my man, this is the wrong smell in the
I
bathroom.
want to confuse them.
Yeah.
You know, cinnamon and shit. It's not,
It smell like hot cinnamon shit in here.
it's not a good thing, bro. You got
Fucking A-Dot said.
Nakia save you. Don't worry, I like the pig foot incense.
Wait a minute.
Oh, the OG Sleepy Low said, tell Speedy I got more jokes for him. Stay tuned.
Yeah, well, don't print them out, nigga. Whatever you do.
Call in. Don't
No,
let
it's
A-Dot
funny.
in.
Nigga. Don't let the reader read them.
I'll give my
We ain't
replies
laughing
and
at your
all.
joke. We laughing at the reader.
Give my replies
She
and
looked
all.
and said, and then I said, look, yeah, look, she said, then I said,
What?
I said,
what?
You know when you try to bring the joke back, I said, I said,
You always gotta laugh. Then I said, it's crazy.
you gotta double dutch it back in. Then I was like,
did it get lost? Hold on.
Then I gotta go back and look.
He ran that whole
funny.
motherfucker. If he just take
All right,
a
OG.
cinnamon
I
candle.
want to know what the kids say about this hairdo.
My family love me, unlike you.
I didn't say they hated you.
No,
they just
I
they don't
asked
like
about
you.
the hairdo. And if they love you, they probably talking you out of that shit. Daddy, don't do
If they loved you, they'd be honest with you, Speedy.
don't go out the house no more.
This is love. What you said right? This is
Until you change that devilish color out your hair.
You know, according to the good book, that is love. Correction is love. So
It does look brighter.
That's hilarious.
So if you have
No,
not,
like after you dye it, people's hair after a few days and stuff, it does go.
you look like you're going for a
little
Section
brighter.
8 voucher, Speedy.
Oh, you approved.
No.
No, I'm not in the list. No, you approved. Nigga.
Oh, you're good.
We know you ain't.
Your rent's
What's it look like
$25
when
a
you
month.
untie it? How does it hang down?
That was gay. That was definitely gay.
That was gay.
That was gay.
I just want to see how your
You wanna see
hair
it hang down.
hang down.
Yeah, that was gay.
What
Sucking
the fuck
on the
does hair do
lollipop.
but hang down?
Sucking on the
Well,
lollipop.
yours don't.
I don't have. I
gotta-
shave my shit. I need to shave.
No, you don't shave it. God shaved it for you.
No, God only shaved the front. He keeps fucking with me. I keep asking him to shave the rest. He said,
What was
Don't
the
do
thought?
it.
What was the thought process that went into that before you did it?
I mean,
It obviously was none.
All right, we're not gonna read.
Were you trying to match your
I
rollout
never-
sign?
no.
I did this shit
As
Friday.
long as you have that shit in and I see it, we gonna keep rehashing that shit. That's it.
Yeah.
This nigga here want to look like a goddamn.
WNBA player. Nigga.
Really, Nick?
It was right there.
I get it.
oh,
Is
Nick.
this your
That's funny.
protest for Brittany Griner?
You got the Brittany Griner.
Ah, yeah.
Free Britney.
You know, seriously though, they need to free her, but it's
They
really
will. They
fucked up.
won't.
You know,
They
all
even extended
WNBA
it.
point
They
guards
won't
got
free her.
that same hairdo.
What's
Wrong.
up, Robbie?
Speaking of Brittany Griner,
Robbie!
No, I'm gonna tell you now. It's unfortunate. She actually
Robbie?
is going to probably end up doing 10 years easily.
No, she's not gonna do that. No.
They wouldn't extend her
It'll
either.
cause
They,
a war out there.
they're
They
No,
keeping her.
no,
She'll get released. They're
Yeah.
using her as a pawn.
Yeah.
They want
That's why I
something.
think she's coming
No,
out.
They want
No,
something.
'cause
It'll start a
America
war.
is not doing a fucking thing to get this girl back.
Because
I don't give a fuck what
she
you
is a
say.
6'9"
Man,
freak. Like I don't want to say
exactly.
freak, but can I say
I
dyke?
got
Is
you.
it dyke? Is that the
Yeah,
professional
yeah.
word?
No,
She can
that's
ball,
not
though.
really
Is dyke a professional word?
No, it's not.
Is that
She's a baller.
She's
Robbie
a
would know. Robbie, what's the legal term for
She's a lesbian
stud?
woman.
Stud.
She's a lesbian
Stud.
stud
Stud.
woman.
Like K-Dot.
That,
No,
that,
I remember
um,
K-Dot broke it down. I think it's a stud. Stud is
that
the
they're-
correct.
Oh, yeah, I
term.
they're
think you
not
might be
gonna-
right. I
They're
think you
not
might be
going to
stud.
kick up as much fuss as they will
Uh-huh.
against
Had
a
that
man.
been had it been a white girl,
No, if
look,
had it been
yeah, because they wasn't even tripping on
Sabrina,
Leangelo.
that school,
They wasn't
they would've
tripping
been
on
over
Leangelo
there.
Ball, nigga. They was like, hey, nigga, you shouldn't take the glasses, B. I don't.
that was stupid.
His
Oh,
dad
yeah.
had. Remember, his dad had to
Brittany?
get into it for them to really put some action behind it. So I think a lot of times
They're keeping her.
But he was lucky. That shit happened in.
He was in China.
that's what I'm saying. But anytime overseas, like it, because they're gonna have to call the government. They're gonna be like, for what?
Man,
Yeah.
you did that shit in the Middle East, they cut your hand off for stealing.
Yeah, they would have waterboarded her by now.
Middle East or Africa?
smuggling drugs.
All you got to do is go back to your old mama black rules. Don't touch nothing. Remember? Don't touch nothing.
I don't know in the 2019s and 20s who's sneaking weed on the plane. No, that's crazy.
Well, did she really do it?
It was that oil. What was it?
about
Hash
that
or
shit.
something?
She probably forgot she had it in the
Whatever
bag.
it's called.
She
She probably forgot she had it in the vape.
because
Yeah.
we have opposed them outwardly for the shit they doing in Ukraine.
Then they should
That's
shut.
all
That's
that
all
shit.
it is.
And I feel them
Yeah.
on that. Y'all better shut up then. Are we
I think
keeping
they
this
kept
They
her.
don't
talk?
give a fuck about that. They don't give a fuck about that weed.
Because she's been going there for years.
Yeah.
She was helping.
That's
the
what she was
economy.
making
Playing
extra
and
money.
stuff,
At. Which now makes the WNBA go, see, that wouldn't have happened if y'all was paying the players more money.
Right.
She wouldn't
But
have
they,
had
No,
gold.
no.
but you can't
they-
pay them. But they don't draw
They don't.
that
Yeah,
much.
everybody keeps
Well,
saying
no,
paid.
the NBA is backing them.
No,
they
no,
have
But
the
the
money.
NBA makes the money.
No, you don't give somebody else's money to somebody else.
That's how it happens.
That's
No.
called democracy.
Yeah, that's called a marriage. They not married to the WNBA. Like the
Well,
women.
they
If
married
your
to make sure
daddy
it goes
paid you,
well.
the money will be coming
This
from
is
somebody else.
this the problem. The WNBA they're hindering their own product. For one, the women have to stay in college until they're 22. What sense does that make? That makes zero sense if you're trying to build a brand. You have to get the moment the NBA changed that, the whole NBA changed. You know what I'm saying? That's how you build. The NBA has the blueprint to make it a business.
You think the NBA changed for the better by letting?
Yeah, they make because it's a business.
Well, they stopped it because kids were coming straight out of high school.
Then they started
and then
back
they
up.
started back because it's a business. They
What-
realized like, okay,
What's wrong with that?
Yeah.
it was niggas making money, young black kids
I'm
making
not-
money.
You asked when
Yeah.
they
I'm
kicked
not
Mark
talking
out of the
about- I'm not looking at
WNBA?
it in the money aspect of it. I'm looking at the player development aspect.
No.
They
But
don't
Mark,
care about
if some,
that.
if some players can't go from high school to now, whether that's
Some
going to be
very
great,
few, but all of them was trying to.
but
do
you know for sure when you go to college, you know you're gonna get exposed. No shit, you might get hurt. You never know. That's why they did the same thing in baseball. That's why baseball said no, we got change. Nigga, it'd be 4 levels before you even got to the major league. Some of them kids would be 29 years old in
Yeah,
their
that
first
makes-
year in
that
the
makes
major
no
league.
sense.
Where you could have had that kid at 21, put him on the bench, train him, do whatever you have to do. You could do all that in the minor leagues.
true.
So you could go AA, you go college, AA, and then get him up. That's what they did. They changed that shit.
Well, a lot of them didn't go to college. If you went, people by baseball wise, if they didn't go to college, they went into the minors. They signed a deal.
But
with
you would
teams.
be there forever.
You'd be there till as long as you. Some great players got out quick.
And if you got hurt, nigga, you still there. You never come out.
A-Rod, I remember you and I, we talked about this shit. A-Rod said, I'm not going through minor leagues.
Sure didn't.
I'm
That
not
motherfucker
going
went
to
straight
my-
from
I
high
went
school
straight through there.
to AAA. and
All
then to
of
the
them should say that. Just say, I ain't
Derek,
going.
Derek Jeter did a year, but he came out of Michigan, did a year, and he was going to play behind Hernandez, who was a great shortstop. He got hurt. They had to put him in. The rest was history.
Yeah.
Yeah, the WNBA, I think they need to make some more money. I actually watched a few
Now-
games. It's some
But
good.
you got
Now, here's-
you got to buy
players,
the
yeah.
product.
No,
for them to
but
make more money.
they have to make a more exciting. I don't have to buy anything. You have to convince me to buy it.
Well, how are they going to make themselves more exciting?
It's simple. For one, right?
They need
Lower,
superstars.
shit.
lower the rim. Period.
That's what Nick
No,
he's
And,
always said.
let me
that.
tell you, Mark. So you've been
They're not gonna
sexist.
do that.
In every other in every other female sport, they compromise.
In
the-
golf,
Golf,
They
tennis, volleyball, softball.
Wait, how so? How are they compromising in tennis?
I think they have.
Well, okay.
I think the rackets are different sizes, if I'm not mistaken.
Well, you're looking at weight size difference.
No, Mark. If it's
Even in golf, if you think about golf,
has always been the ladies' tees.
yes,
but that's what I'm.
But that's
they
what
don't
he's
get
saying.
from the ladies' tees in the LPGA
Mark,
tour.
even in the
They do not.
even in the WNBA, right? The line is closer.
can.
The 3-point line is closer.
Yep.
The ball is smaller.
Yep.
So you know why? Because women are naturally smaller hands. They have smaller hands, right? And they obviously have a
I understand all that, but they're not lowering the
do you know-
basket.
do you know
They
the
lower the basket, they would be insulted by that.
it doesn't matter about you being insulted. It's a business. That's what I'm saying. It's not an emotional thing. It's a business. The NBA, right? At first, they didn't allow dunking because people would be insulted. Then they got over their feelings about it and said, you know what? This is a business, a brand. We have to build the brand. We have no room for your feelings.
But there's not a gang of women that would be dunking if the
You
basketball
don't.
was on.
No. I'm not saying you have to dunk on anybody. What's the
But
reason?
they're making
I don't
shots.
watch.
They can make shots.
I don't
on a
watch
regular
basketball to see shots, though, Mark. I watch basketball to be entertained.
That's the purpose of the game is to make shots.
No,
But
it's
if-
to entertain.
You ain't never been entertained by a missed shot.
If they've been practicing for a 10-foot rim their whole life, and then you move it to 7 feet,
no.
won't that mess them up?
It won't mess them up because I played basketball with a women's basketball. I've been to a gym. That's all they had.
You play girls
You
basketball.
play
What?
with the women's
I
basketball.
thought he played on the boys team.
Bro,
You told me.
Mark.
Is that why I
Almost
missed the
funny.
game because he was playing earlier than the varsity?
Almost.
You want to read it?
He said, come on, man.
Pass it to A.
Then you said.
Let A.
Come
Dot.
on.
Let A.
They said
Dot.
they play girls
I'll
basketball.
play.
So that's what I'm
He
saying.
said. He
And
said.
and Wanza, think about this: when you go to a gym,
He changed and started
if
talking.
if the average female comes to the gym, we're not gonna have a WNBA ball. You know what I mean? I've seen plenty of women just hop in the game, play with the men's ball.
Right.
If you can make that
Yeah.
adjustment, anybody that grew up hooping, you go to gym parks that have lower rims.
So if you're saying that they can
It
make that
take
adjustment,
you
then
4
why?
shots
But if you're saying they can make that adjustment, then why do they need to change it?
because to make the game more athletic and entertaining. The reason we watch the NBA is because they're doing things we can't do. That the average person can't go out and windmill. The average person can't go up and reverse on the other side.
I mean, I can do all that shit, so it ain't that
I-
exciting to me.
Oh,
I'm
Lord.
willing to go on a limb
Speedy.
and say most of the women in the WNBA do not like to play with men's balls. Hey,
A-Dot, go ahead. Line that one
fuck
up again.
y'all. That shit was
Corey
funny.
Roberts said. Corey
That shit
Roberts
was
said.
Hold on. Corey's talking
Hold
now.
on.
Corey.
Corey
Do you have
Roberts
a
said,
cricket button on that thing, Speedy?
Speedy looked like an easy breezy, beautiful cover girl.
Easy breezy.
And then you
I
said.
like that.
Nah, that's funny.
And I said that's
That was
hilarious.
funny. I'm gonna say that next.
Maybe he's born with it, you know?
Easy breezy, beautiful cover girl.
Kill
You should have
yourself.
thought about your family and friends when you did that. You should have thought about us, Speedy. What about us? Not how we feel.
Yeah, you never seen Making It a Band when Diddy got on them girls about doing their hair like that? It ain't about you.
Right.
It's about the band, Danny Kane.
Look at this picture, man. Look at how you defend.
Why your voice goes so high, Robbie? Oh, okay. He said he ain't that bad.
I didn't know who that was.
Do you guys want to take a quick little?
Yeah, we take a
Let's take a quick 5 minute. We'll be right
Take
back.
a quick
y'all.
break. Don't
Quick
move.
break.
It is Raw Live with
Literally
Speedy
5
and Friends.
minutes. Robbie just walked in. We
We'll
gotta
be
get
back
him
with the
on.
cover
We don't know
girl.
why.
Robbie, is that a ramen noodle shirt?
Wanzer, I was
got
gonna
a
wait.
ramen noodle shirt.
I was gonna wait till the world can see it. Right?
Oh, yeah, we gotta
See,
show
now
the
he gonna go
shirt.
take it off. God damn.
God
Where did
damn
you get a
it.
cover
No,
noodle
no.
shirt?
We got a
Robbie
ramen
ain't
noodle.
afraid of
Robbie
you
got a
motherfuckers.
ramen.
The movie right back.
From his sister.
Whoa.
Whoa.
Hey, I do got a sister. That's fucked up.
Is she Asian?